billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. You're welcome to this week's edition of our e-learning classes. This is CTY International School, Ibadan, Oyo State, Nigeria. And this is your host, Mrs. Adegboyega, presenting to you Primary 2 English Studies. And this is week 8, lesson 1. As you all know, our first lesson is always the comprehension passage, and today we shall be looking at a poem in our passage this morning. And the title of the poems are Courage and Courtesy. Courage and Courtesy. The first poem is titled Courage. Titled Courage. In this poem, we have 4 stanzas, and each of the stanzas has 3 lines or 3 verses. The title of this poem this morning is Courage. The first poem is Courage, and it goes thus: The ants are small and tiny, but wise and courageous are the ants, and they build themselves a mansion, the ants' hill. Snails are slow and sluggish, but they are courageous and never tired. So the snail crawl to the top of the tree. Sweet petals and nectar are far-fetched, but the bees will never cease searching, and the bees produce the sweet honey. Wise children act like the ants, the snails, and the bees, and your life will be sweet like honey. This is the first poem. The first poem here is talking about 3 things, 3 animate objects, talking about the ants, the snail, and the petals. The petals are the sweet liquid found on the plants where you have the flowers. The petals are the flowers secreting the nectar, and that nectar is the sweet taste or the sweet juice found on a plant. So we are talking about 2 animals and a plant. The first one is the ants, the second one is the snail, and the third one is the petals and nectar. This is the ants, the snails, and the bees. So we are talking about the ants, the snails, and the bees. Now let's go to the second poem. The second poem is titled Courteous. Courtesy. 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 And courtesy means showing good manner. Someone with good manners or good etiquette. Now, the second poem goes thus. Here, I'll just read, I'm reading the poems. We will now treat the keywords. Then in the second lesson, we shall be reading the passage, then ask the questions and answer the questions orally on the platform here. But here, I'm reading the poem to you. The second poem is titled Cassie. Cassie. A pot raises its head high, says its water is full. But after some have been taken, the pot loses all its water. A small stream rolls and rumbles, rolls and rumbles, swirls here and there in pride, and the November sun smiles at it, and the stream is dried up. Let me take this again. A small stream rolls and rumbles, rolls and rumbles, swirls here and there in pride, and the November sun smiles at it, and the stream is dried up. The third poem, the third stanza. But the ocean is silent and gentle. But the ocean is silent and gentle. It walks courteously in its banks, and the rain does not cease falling on it, and the ocean never lacks water. So this is the second poem, and the second poem has 3 stanzas of 4 lines each, or 4 verses each. Now let's look at the keywords. The keywords goes thus: courage, nectar, rumbles, courteous, souls, mansion. Now let's try and spell these words. Courage, C-O-U-R-A-G-E, courage, C-O-U-R-A-G-E, courage, C-O-U-R-A-G-E, courage. Let's spell that offhand. C-O-U-R-A-G-E, courage. The second one, nectar, nectar, N-E-C-T-A-R, nectar. Let's do that. N-E-C-T-A-R, nectar. Let's spell that offhand. N-E-C-T-A-R, nectar. Third one, rumbles, rumbles, R-U-M-B-L-E-S, rumbles, R-U-M-B-L-E-S, rumbles. Courteous, courteous, C-O-U-R-T-E-O-U-S, courteous, C-O-U-R-T-E-O-U-S, courteous. Let's spell that offhand. C-O-U-R-T-E-O-U-S, courteous. Again, C-O-U-R-T-E-O-U-S, courteous. Number 5, swirls, swirls, S-W-I-R-L-S, swirls, S-W-I-R-L-S, swirls. Let's spell that offhand. S-W-I-R-L-S, swirls, S-W-I-R-L-S, swirls. S-W-I-R-L-E-L-S, swirls. The sixth one, mansion. Mansion. M-A-N-S-I-O-N, mansion. M-A-N-S-I-O-N, mansion. Let's do that offhand. M-A-N-S-I-O-N, mansion. M-A-N-S-I-O-N, mansion. So these are the keywords. Let's try and go over them again. I said we have courage. Courage. C-O-U-R-A-G-E. Courage. Can you spell that? C-O-U-R-A-G-E. Courage. 2. Nectar. N-E-C-T-A-R. Nectar. N-E-C-T-A-R. Nectar. 3. Rambles. R-U-M-B-L-E-S. Rambles. R-U-M-B-L-E-S. Rambles. R-U-M-B-L-E-S. Rambles. Number 4. Carriers. C-O-U-R-T-E-O-U-S. Carriers. C-O-U-R-T-E-O-U-S. Carriers. C-O-U-R-T-E-O-U-S. Carriers. Number 5. Swirls. S-W-I-R-L-S. Swirls. S-W-I-R-L-S. Swirls. Mansion. M-A-N-S-I-O-N. Mansion. M-A-N-S-I-O-N. Mansion. So these are the keywords. I expect that you propose to spell them and try to write them often. You can ask one of your brothers or sister to dictate these words to you and you write them often. Then pick your dictionary, check these words and find out their meanings. Check these words on your own and find out the meaning. Now this is the end of the first lesson for this week, and this is the end of our lesson for today. I say Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Let's play safe and let's try and play safe.